talking to the rollers. Wearing diamond rings, wearing kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line. Go, system.
To the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show. We are on the road to WrestleMania, the final pay-per-view until WrestleMania.
All right, superb. Just another superb introduction from the master of introductions, Stanley Mac. And yes, my name is Eastside Dave. And this, my friends, is the Eastside Dave and Son Wrestling Show, and the Son component of this exceptional podcast. In fact, it's been called the #1 father-son wrestling podcast in the world.
And we have an interesting card, especially on...
Well, we're going to get to that, buddy. We're going to get to Fastlane, but buddy, the show has just begun. I'm Davey Mac. That's Stanny Mac. Stan, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
And let me ask you a question. We are going to be watching Fastlane a little bit later. It's going to be the last pay-per-view we ever watch on the WWE Network. How about that? I mean, technically, we're going to be watching WrestleMania on the WWE Network, but really, we're going to be watching WrestleMania on Peacock, because tonight is the final pay-per-view of the WWE Network when they're just standing alone by themselves. Does that matter to you at all? You're a kid, for crying out loud. Do you care?
I care.
You do care.
WWE needs to take the network away from Peacock.
Now, why would you care? Because for me, as the adult, as the father in this group, the way I look at it is, as long as I'm paying the same amount of money, and I can get all of the stuff, all of the footage, all of the documentaries, all of the pay-per-views, all of the original shows.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
As long as all of the content remains the same, then I'm okay with it, because then, in addition to the wrestling, you're going to get the Peacock stuff, which, quite frankly, I don't even know what is.
So is it CBS then?
No, it's NBC.
NBC. What's on NBC that we know?
What's on NBC? Seinfeld, Saturday Night Live, Cheers.
Okay, so they have some nice sitcoms.
They got some nice sitcoms, although I'm not even sure if those sitcoms are going to be on Peacock, because other people, have bought the rights to some of those shows.
Saturday Night Live, I'm sure will be, right?
You'd think Saturday Night Live will be on Peacock. That would be something I'd be interested in. I'm going to go back and watch some of the John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray seasons, but then I'll go back and watch also, I like the Dana Carvey, the Phil Hartman, the Mike Myers type of stuff.
Wait, the Michael Myers?
Not the guy from Halloween. There was a comedian named Mike Myers. He was very funny. Schwing, Wayne's World. Ever hear of it? How about Sprockets? Dieter, would you like to pet my monkey? Nothing? Nothing for this? Not funny. How about
Saturday Night Live's still funny.
what else did Mike Myers do besides Sprockets and Wayne's World? He did I'm having a hard time thinking about other stuff that he did.
So Mike.
How about Dana Carvey, the church lady? Well, isn't that special?
Okay.
Is that good? That was pretty funny, right?
I mean,
Here, how about Dana Carvey, the McLaughlin Report. He used to do a parody of the political roundtable show, the John McLaughlin Report. I know you love the John McLaughlin Report. You love to see people from the Washington Post and New York Times yelling at each other and punching each other in the face. All that used to happen. And John McLaughlin would be, you had pancakes this morning for breakfast.
Dad.
Was that a funny
Dad,
bit?
do you like the news stuff, Dale?
Was that funny?
Do you like the news stuff on Saturday Night Live, the fake news?
I haven't watched the Saturday Night Live in quite some time, but I'm sure it's great.
They do these, one of the newest segments is like, they do like a fake news report.
Fake news report? Isn't that just the regular media?
I guess.
Fake news. Isn't that just like mainstream news? I'm not even sure what I'm talking about. I'm glad you get it because I'm not sure what that even means. Listen, we're here. We're excited. We got. You know what? We're in good shape, my friend.
We are.
Because being a WWE fan, we've had some interesting plot lines, good moments. Being an AEW, we're also AEW fans.
Yeah,
and we're saying, that they're doing some things that we like over there.
Besides the one thing that at the pay-per-view.
We watched the death match, the exploding ring didn't actually explode. That was embarrassing. No, we're not. We're talking
about good stuff there.
We're not.
Sting, that match was good.
Sting and Darby Allin had a phenomenal street fight at AEW Revolution. We love that one. MJF and Jericho had a great match, and now MJF has turned on Chris Jericho. MJF has started his own faction. But listen, that's the AEW side of things, okay? We're just saying publicly and officially that we are fans of AEW. And, maybe we'll begin a little AEW segment at some point on this show.
Yeah, we're not going to do, just AEW episodes for the pay-per-views.
Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna, I never say we'll never. You ever hear the phrase, we'll never say never?
Yeah.
Okay, never say never, which is ironic because I'm saying never. Twice! Never say never. Never say the phrase never say never. Ever. Never ever say the phrase never say never. Ever! Never ever say never say never. Never ever say never. Say never.
You just said it 30 times.
I did not. You're hallucinating again. This is why I told you. This is why you need to get a good night's sleep and have a properly balanced breakfast.
You just said never say never.
I didn't. You hallucinated that whole thing. Let's get to why we're here. Because the Mac Boyz, Davey Mac and Stanley Mac, what we do, okay, in this country, what we do is when we see a WWE pay-per-view, we make predictions and prognostications.
Is that your Stone Cold impression?
I don't know, really. That was more of, I actually just watched The Departed, a movie you haven't seen. And I'm going to wait at least 4 years before I show it to you, yes.
Why? Is it too adult?
I would say so, yeah. You don't need to see, for instance, a
That
guy
might show me The Godfather.
I might show that to you. I'm still contemplating it. I realize that my mom showed me movies that
Probably shouldn't have.
Well, I'm not going to say that. Come on. We got to love we got to love Beanie, or as you call her, BB. But she showed me The Untouchables at 10, and then The Godfather I was shown that at 9 years old.
What? Why can't I watch that at 11?
Different times, bro. Different times. Not everyone is calling somebody. Can you believe what our Beanie McDonald showed to her kid? She showed her The Godfather. You know what I would have said if I heard that conversation as a little kid? That's right, she showed me The Godfather, and I loved it.
Did you have it when you were 9?
I did. I used to do a little Al Pacino impression.
Well, tell me it.
His name was Michael Corleone. He was, this in particular impression comes from Godfather Part 2, actually. It's after there was an assassination attempt on Michael and his family in their compound.
I mean, you can't really blame them for trying to assassinate him.
No, he was a mob boss, after all. Very dangerous individual, and he got very upset at that. So then he visits one of his capos there, and he goes, were you aware, basically of what happened? He goes, they tried to kill me in my home. In my home! Where my wife sleeps! Where my children come and play with their toys. End scene.
When I twice my choice.
That's a direct quote.
Was that famous? When me and so, do you want to give a little impression?
Yeah.
When we're ending so, why doesn't?
Oh, you want me to do a wrestling impression at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
We're like 10 minutes in. We should probably get to.
Let's get to Fastlane. Fastlane is tonight, and what is Fastlane? It's the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And thinking about Fastlane, I can recall one Fastlane that was pretty darn awesome. Do we remember there was a Dean Ambrose versus Triple H match? I think maybe it was
Roman Reigns. There was a triple threat.
No, it wasn't triple threat. It was because Triple H was going to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the championship, but they wanted some kind of good match on the card, and they put just straight up Dean Ambrose, who now is Jon Moxley in AEW.
They did that like the night before. They did that like on Raw, maybe.
No, they did this on Fastlane. Why are you disagreeing with me on this?
It was Brock Lesnar versus Dean versus Triple H.
That's not what happened at all, so let's just move on. But all I'm saying is, just because it's the pay-per-view before WrestleMania, expect some surprises, I would imagine.
They want to build up stuff for WrestleMania, too.
Right. So just because it's not WrestleMania and just because it's the one right before doesn't mean some cool stuff can't
Widow
happen.
versus Ali. Let's do that.
And, some good stuff might happen, some good matches might happen. So let's do it right now. For the WWE United States Championship, Riddle, who is your U.S. champion, is taking on Mustafa Ali. Stanley Mac, who do you like in this one? Riddle or Mustafa Ali?
I mean, I feel like Riddle's going to win. But that ain't all. Because I hope Mustafa, please beat Riddle. I'm not a big Riddle fan.
You are very anti-Riddle. You hate Matt Riddle. And by the way, you don't even like riddles in general.
I don't even like a Matt Riddle.
Yeah. You're not about, like, for instance, how about this? Here's a riddle. What goes 99 thump, 99 thump, 99 thump? This is a riddle.
A 99 thump?
Yeah, what goes that way?
A 99 thump.
A centipede with a wooden leg.
A centipede for one leg. What was even the joke?
99, man.
90.
Thump. I don't know, man. I learned that riddle on the back of a cup. I thought you were going to maybe explain it to me, because it never made sense to me either. All right, so you're going with Mustafa Ali. I'm with you. I'm a little sick and tired of Riddle. I don't like the bro thing anymore.
It's not really his fault. I've been saying that. It's not his fault. I'm going to blame that on, sometimes, this is a classic. You know that this is WWE giving him the character.
Well, it's him and it's his character, but yeah, I think they're just totally over gimmicking the whole, I'm a surfer guy, bro type person. That character in general, I'm not even talking about wrestling, but, beginning with Pauly Shore, continuing with Jesse Camp, or it's just so on and so forth.
People like Jesse Camp and
I'm just sick and tired of that. Hey man, let's go. Let's do it, guys. Yeah. Whoa.
And even though those guys,
it just sounds like they're throwing up in their own mouths when they talk. They're like,
you don't like Jesse Camp? You don't like Jesse Camp?
No, I don't like Jesse Camp.
Jesse Camp, Dad, do you want to fight Jesse Camp at WrestleMania?
I'll take on. Listen to me, Jesse Camp. If you're listening, I will take you on in a steel cage any damn day you want. Okay, I'm sorry for using that word. Okay, my apologies, but I'm fired up over here. Jesse Camp is outside running his mouth. Jesse Camp is outside pretending he knows everything, that he's better than me. You think you're better than me, Jesse Camp? You got nothing coming, Camp. Okay? You know what kind of camp I'm going to put you in? A death camp.
Oh. Is this going to be a death match?
Sorry. Let's just move on.
What's his move, huh?
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. Straight up singles match. In other words, they needed some to fill some time. So they got two guys who aren't in a rivalry in any way, shape, or form.
But Shinsuke attacked him.
Yeah, I know. He attacked him on SmackDown. So the attack was out of nowhere. This is out of nowhere. But look, hey, I love Seth Rollins.
I
I like Shinsuke, so
I feel like they fought before, have they?
probably. Who do you like?
Who do I like? You know what? I have to go Seth Rollins.
You're going Seth Rollins?
Usually, it's tough to imagine, like, this close to WrestleMania.
I'm going Rollins. It's going to be a Rollins thing, but let me tell you what's going to happen. I got a little thing for you here. I, too, am going Seth Rollins. However, what's going to happen is Seth Rollins is going to beat Shinsuke, and then he's going to put the boots to Shinsuke after the bell is rung, after the match is over. He's going to beat him and all this stuff, maybe a chair shot, a curb stomp, and everything. Here comes Cesaro. Cesaro's going to come to his friend Shinsuke Nakamura's defense.
Challenge him to WrestleMania.
And then there's your Cesaro Seth Rollins WrestleMania match.
If he doesn't even do it out there, even if he just interrupts him, what happens is he's still going to fight him.
That's what's going to happen, trust me. Let's go for the Women's Tag Team Championship match, Mako. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, they're your Women's Tag Team Champions. They take on Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Sasha is the SmackDown Women's Champion, so she can become a double champion.
Don't forget about Reginald.
And don't forget about Reginald. Reginald is he's a sommelier. You know what that is?
What?
Someone who is a wine expert.
But
You know, like like your Uncle Buddy. Woo! There's like 4 McDonald's laughing at that one. Yeah, he's a wine expert. I guess Uncle Buddy is a sommelier too. Glug, glug, glug. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, let's go, Stan. Who do you like?
Okay.
Who do you like?
Who
do you like?
I gotta say, Reginald would not even be effective, but Shayna will win.
Shayna and Nia are going to win?
Reginald's just gonna be out there, like, making some wine.
I hate to agree with you this much. I hate to be 3 for 3. So, I'm not going to. I'll figure out a way that Sasha and Bianca win.
But there's no way.
There is a way. I just said it. Sasha and Bianca are going to win. This way, Sasha goes into WrestleMania as a double champ, and Bianca, it's like they're tag team champs, but then they're fighting for the women's championship.
Or they just don't fight at WrestleMania then.
I don't think that's the case. Didn't Bianca already officially choose Sasha?
Yeah. Chose Sasha.
All right, so I'm going Sasha and Bianca with that one. Next one, Big E versus Apollo Crews. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E Langston, your Intercontinental champ. Who do you like?
Okay, Apollo Crews. Do an impression of Apollo's accent.
Well, Apollo, it's hard for me to do that impression. I'm not good with that. Ulka? No.
I'm gonna be champ of.
All right. I don't even know what kind of impression
That's
this is.
how Apollo sounds.
Well, because he does have a new accent. He's trying a new character. I'm not against it. I think it's better than nothing. So who do you like?
I have to say, the winner of this match obviously will be Big E. But it won't! Apollo Crews is your new Intercontinental Champion.
Wow! Upset City! And a shocker at that.
I know.
Apollo Crews beating Big E for the Intercontinental Championship. Wow.
Heading into WrestleMania.
That would be incredible.
Vince loves heel champs.
He likes heel champs maybe.
Heading into WrestleMania.
Oh, into WrestleMania? Okay. I get your point there. He likes when the good guy wins. All right, I sort of understand. I don't think, though, that's going to happen on an Intercontinental Championship level. I think Big E is going to have a nice long reign with this Intercontinental Championship. I believe this is, only his second, maybe, defense? Or third defense of the Intercontinental Championship? Regardless, it's still young. He's still, his reign is still fresh.
Actually, I feel like maybe he might. I feel like there's going to be maybe not even Apollo is going to head to WrestleMania with the IC title. Maybe this is going to be one of the things where, it's a back and forth for the title. You know what I mean?
That's a possibility. All right, but I am still going with Big E. Next match, we got Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus in a no-holds-barred match. Brutal. One from Ireland, one from Scotland. Irish people are like, how are you? It's so nice to see you. And Scottish people are like, how are you? It's nice to see you. That's the difference.
So, I have to go. Dude, you can't see McIntyre losing, can you, Dad? I can. McIntyre's walking out here the winner.
What? Say it again into the microphone this time. You were looking at your
Drew
toes.
McIntyre's gonna walk out the winner.
Okay. Drew McIntyre's going to walk out the winner. How about Stanley Mac's going to walk out the loser with that prediction? Sheamus is going to win this. Yeah.
That's it.
And this is one, I'm not just disagreeing you for disagreement's sake. I believe this. I think Sheamus is going to win this match. I'm sort of getting convinced. I'm convincing myself that Sheamus might become the WWE champion at WrestleMania.
But he's not even in the match.
Has Bobby Lashley said who he's fighting yet? He's definitely taking on McIntyre?
Yeah, they announced it. McIntyre.
Well, here's my point. Here's my point. Whoa. Last second stipulations and alterations can't be made? They can't put Sheamus in for a triple threat? I'm just saying.
True, WWE's had crazy stuff like that before.
That's all I'm saying.
Like,
next one!
Becky shouldn't have even been that triple threat match 2 years ago, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Next one. Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton? Am I reading that correctly?
Yep. It's an intergender match.
An intergender match between Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton? Okay.
I'm in for it.
You're in for it? Yeah, all right. Who do you like?
Greatest match ever.
Who do you like?
Who
do you like?
I have to go for Alexa Bliss.
This is one where my prediction is going to be so specific that if almost anything happens, I'll be wrong. But my prediction is a no contest, no decision as The Fiend returns to Fastlane.
Why you don't see a woman versus
Possibly lights Randy Orton on fire. We don't even get a winner or a loser. It's just ruled no decision right there. And the Fiend comes back. And they get going for their rivalry for WrestleMania.
But wait.
That's my prediction.
If he burns Randy, then there's no more Randy for a little bit.
For a couple weeks. And then Randy's back by WrestleMania. Hey, the last time Randy Orton got his face melted off by Alexa Bliss, he magically was 100% healed 6 days later, remember? We saw that on Monday Night Raw, and then by Sunday, his face was perfectly fine. He didn't even have a bandage.
True, he didn't even have a bandage. Although his face did look pretty melted. But then after like 2 weeks, it was not even melted anymore.
No, his face did not look melted. That's just called being tan. Something that you and I us Irish folk, us pale skins, don't really get too often. I guess you get a little bit more than me in the summertime.
You might.
Oh, what was that? That was good.
Scottish.
Oh, that was pretty good. Go ahead.
That just came out of nowhere.
Let's hear.
Hello there, mate.
All right. Say I'm Crocodile Dundee. Go ahead.
I'm Crocodile Dundee.
And that's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Excellent. So let me just tell you something, my friend. You are that is a perfect Australian accent. Congratulations.
It was a perfect Australian accent.
As for Scottish, -4 points.
As for Scottish. Wait, that was a good Australian?
It was good Australian. It didn't sound like Scotland at all. Not at all.
Oh, sometimes I mix up there.
You mix up Ireland and Scotland, eh?
Do you think more people mix
Or, I
up
mean, you
Scotland
mix up-
and Ireland?
You mix up Australia, but Australia is on the totally different side of the world. I mean, Ireland, Scotland, I can understand. You know, they wear kilts. They like to smash things with their hands. They like to carry swords. They have beards.
They have beards?
They're barefooted a lot.
I don't think every Irish and Scottish.
Every single one. I know everyone in Ireland and Scotland, and they're all like that. Okay, next one is Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Universal Championship. Hold on. Of course, Roman Reigns, your Universal Champion, will be accompanied to the ring by Paul Heyman. Hold on. Don't forget the special guest enforcer, Edge. Edge had to beat Jey Uso on SmackDown. Whoever was the winner of that match was going to become the special guest enforcer. Edge won, so he's the special guest enforcer. Who do you like, though, with this match? Roman Reigns or Daniel Bryan? This is a big-time matchup right here.
Okay, what about this? Roman Reigns retains the title, but that's not all that. There's also this. Daniel Bryan is going to be like down on the ground after he did it. He's getting up. Edge is helping him up. You know what I mean, Dad?
Okay.
And then Edge turns around. And a one knee heel turn for Daniel Bryan, and it becomes a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
That would be a heel turn, right?
All right, so that's the way you're going. I'm going to give you something that's even more shocking. You want to hear it?
What?
Edge, Roman, Daniel, 3 future Hall of Famers. We all know this.
I don't know.
Daniel Bryan has Roman Reigns in the yes lock. He's close, really, really close. I mean, a second away from getting Roman Reigns to tap out. And then Daniel Bryan would become the new Universal Champion when who interferes shockingly, kicking Daniel Bryan right in the face, giving him a spear. Edge!
No, we're
Edge!
not going to have Edge turn heel. That would be a heel turn.
Edge then spears Daniel Bryan. No one knows what the heck happened. Roman Reigns pins Daniel Bryan to defend the Universal Championship. And similar to your thinking, a triple threat match occurs, but this time it's Edge saying, not only do I want to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, I want to beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Okay. It's my time. Okay, it's Edge's time. I came back here after a 9-year layoff for one thing and one thing only, a championship belt around my waist. And I'm not letting Roman Reigns nor that nuisance Daniel Bryan get in my way.
Nuisance, huh?
That's what happens.
Wow. That's a bold prediction from Dad, right?
Thank you.
I'm not mad at
They call me Bobby Bold.
No one's ever called you Bobby Bold.
No, they haven't. I was lying right there.
Why Bobby?
I know, but that's not the worst wrestling name. Bobby Bold.
Bobby Bold? I know what you mean.
Not a terrible name, right? All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here. How is school going?
School's going good.
Yeah?
No, Edge.
Have you learned anything interesting?
Yeah, I learned the fact that Edge.
What are you learning in math these days?
Math, I'm learning about.
This is a sad indictment on the American education system. If you can't tell me one thing you've learned in math. In the previous, I don't care, 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Anything?
Well, multiplying. No, not multiplying fractions. Turning fractions into mixed numbers.
Turning fractions into mixed numbers.
Do you know
Wow.
what that is?
Absolutely not. No. But it sounds very difficult. So I'm glad you're going to school, and I no longer have to. But the good thing about school is you do learn things.
Dad, yeah. You know, essentially you have to multiply the top to the bottom and the bottoms.
I was never great at math. That's not my thing.
Top 50.
I'm not a math guy. I'm just gonna be honest with you. All right, listen. What kind of impression did you want to do? Okay, how about a little Macho Man from me? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. When I get my hands on you, I am gonna define my legacy. I'm gonna put you out of wrestling for good. History beckons the Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good, right?
That was pretty.
That was like that was a
Mixed between the Macho Man.
I took that from WrestleMania 3.
Yeah, I know wrestling.
How about this one? How about this? I give the impression, you give the wrestler. Vince McMahon, when I fight. Darn, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Rest
Undertaker.
in.
Shit.
Ooh, what you gonna do, brother? When I get that my 20.
Hulk Hogan. Okay. Okay, now Adrian Adonis.
Viper.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with this one because it feels good. Adrian Adonis. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? You're gonna come into my house and you think you're gonna take me down looking at me? You got nothing on me, pal. Can you give us an impression? Anything?
I'm the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior!
And I'm gonna destroy you with my rockets of lightning.
Rockets of lightning!
Whatever he would say.
That's
Doesn't
fantastic.
that sound like someone?
It sounded exactly like him. It sounded exactly like him.
Even the words.
Listen, to tie it all back into Peacock and Saturday Night Live, that you should be on that show. And just tell Lorne Michaels, he's the creator, just say, hey, listen, I got an Ultimate Warrior impression. It's going to kill every single week. Every single week. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to do my Ultimate Warrior impression. It's going to be the new Wayne's World. All right? I'm going to make you money, Michaels. Old man.
Old man.
Hey, old man Michaels.
Oh, hey, old man.
Put me on Saturday Night Live. Otherwise, I'm going to take this 2x4 and put it through your forehead.
On Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah, you do it on the show. Do it on Saturday Night Live. So that's going to be the cold opening now.
It's gonna be the ultimate.
Yeah, me beating you up live on TV every single Saturday at 11:30 p.m. That's the new SNL.
I
All right.
love SNL.
Listen. That's it. We got to go. I want to thank you.
I want to thank you too.
Shake my hand. Great job. That's it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to enjoy Fastlane.
Chin music.
I'm Eastside Dave. He's Stanley Mac. Have a good time watching the pay-per-view tonight. We'll see you next month for our epic WrestleMania episode. But till then, God bless you.